Good evening to everyone. Hi, Sadatu. How are you doing? You okay? Good evening, Syed Shakur. Good evening, George. Shabazz. Good evening. Thank you very much. Can everybody hear me, right? I'm fine, George. How are you doing? Oh, Anish is saying good. Thank you, Anish. Yeah, I saw you after a long time, I think, or for the first time you are coming. All of you were very punctual, isn't it? Exactly sharp, a sharp 5. All of you just appeared. Is my voice clear to you? Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, Anish, are you attending the class every day? Okay, might be appearing with a different name. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's see what we are going to do. I think we slightly studied. We are going to study business environment, and one of the chapter we are already looking at the political and the legal aspects. So we have already studied about the business environment, the internal environment, and the external environment, some social environments, right? So, and some political environments we studied before as well. Yeah, Shahbaz is saying I'm also regular. Yeah, Shahbaz, I know. Yeah, all of your attendance is going to be marked. That's good. I can't see Prabha today, and I can't see that. I just forgot the name. There was a very regular student. I think she's not coming nowadays. Tamila Rasi, yeah, Tamila Rasi. I can't see nowadays. Anyway, I'm going to switch off my video now. Okay. Right. Okay. Then we'll be switching to the topics. So is the slide, can you see the slide on the top? Hello. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Everyone is saying yes, we can see. That's nice. No problem. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So we are going to study the political, first a bit political environment, and then we'll link the political environment with the legal environment. So you know that a company and organization has to operate in any country within the political system and within the legal framework. Doesn't matter if you're running your company in India or anywhere else in the world, you have to abide by the laws of that country, and you have to work within that environment, within the culture, within the environment. So it is very important, it is very crucial for every business runner, every business entrepreneur, every manager to know the legal issues, the laws, and business and the political aspects and the political environment. So that's very important. And that's we've been discussing for a couple of weeks now, almost the whole month. Okay, let's see what it says. The political environment is made up of government institutions. What are the dependents or determinants of political environments? I mean the government institutions, political parties, different organizations, people, yeah, and these And these are the you can say the part of the political environments, like political institutions, political bodies, political and like political parties, different organizations, maybe some like NGOs, non-governmental organizations, so and governmental organizations, maybe the bureaucracy as well. Okay. Each nation's political culture reflects the importance of the government and the legal system. So the political culture, basically nation's political culture, shows how the government's legal system and the government and the legal system is so important. So that's why it is a part of the political culture. Issues for foreign investors include the governing party's view on sovereignty. Yeah, of course, when anybody going to operate a business in another country, the local business, the local businessman or the local entrepreneur may be thinking it is an attack. So it is an attack on their sovereignty or stuff like that. So that's and different political party, different political bodies, they might have the different opinion. So if we should allow the foreigners to work in our country or not, either our own industry is going to be harmed or not. So how the industry will flourish in our country, there are a lot of issues. Okay, so we will having a look at it. Sound is Shakir is Shiful Islam is saying the sound is not clear. Can I ask George and Osman and Anish, can you hear me properly, please? Yes, they are saying you are clear. So I think Shiful Islam, you have a look at your device, okay? It might have some problem. They might have some problem with your device. Please. Okay, so these are the things. Political environments consist of all political parties, organizations, your bureaucracy, your NGOs, okay, and different sort of opinions, different interest groups. So that is all your political culture, all your political environments. So whenever you are going to operate a business, you have to be very careful. You have to have a look if the political condition is stable or not, if that country is really welcoming for the foreign investors or not, and how it's going to combat or how it's going to cope up with the legal issues. These are the stuffs. Let's go to the next one. See, that's what I talk about, sovereignty. You know, like sovereignty means. What does sovereignty means? Who's going to tell me? I can allow him or her. Who is going? No sound. Anish is saying no sound. Anish, you have a look at your mic, please. The problem is not, I don't think so. Raise hand. One, I don't know what is this. Acknowledge. Saddatu Osman has raised hand. Okay, that's good, Saddatu Osman. I'm going to allow you. That's nice. It's nice. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Here you go. I'm going to allow you. Saddatu, you are using a tablet device, I think. So we strongly recommend using a headset with a tablet device to prevent echo effects in the class. So you make sure that you have a mic. Okay, otherwise. I can hear my voice now.
Yes, hello?
Saddatu, are you there now? Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Is Saddatu Osman there, right?
Yes.
Okay, Saddatu, yeah, please tell me.
Okay,
How are you today?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Not bad. Where are you from, Saddatu?
Nigerian.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Sorry, I was thinking like you are a male. I think you are a female, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm female. You call me Osman, that's right.
Sorry for that.
It's okay.
I know because of your last name. Yeah, that's your family name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Good, nice to know now. So yeah, we used the new features today, raising the hand features. Yeah, please tell me, what do you think about the sovereignty? Which government is a sovereign government? Can everybody here to Saddatu please tell me? I'm asking from the other people if they can hear you or not. Yeah, they can hear you. Yes, that's what they are saying. Yes, yeah, come on, Saddatu, yeah, please go on.
Okay. Sovereignty is the supreme power or authority of a state to make and enforce law within its territory, free from external control, and the power to regulate the conduct of its people.
That's good. Okay, tell me, which type of government will not be a sovereign government?
Um,
And give me an example in any country the government is not a sovereign government.
Okay, I think like a colonial government is not sovereign, and
That's very good answer. Any other example? Right? Yeah, that's colonial governments are not the sovereign governments. Very good, because they work like a puppet monarch. Yeah, that's good. Very good. Yeah, Saddatu, you are very intelligent.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other things you would like to say?
That's it. Just want to answer
That's
the
it.
question.
Okay. And suppose in even if suppose in Somalia, you know what exactly going on? There are a couple of other extremist parties are there, and they cannot be controlled by even the government. And in some, when there are parallel forces working in the country, I know that government is not a sovereign government. But as you said, the colonized governments are the best example. I agree with that point of view. Okay, thank you for your appearance. Okay, I'll allow you sometimes later on again. Okay, thank you. All the best. Bye bye. Now, okay, did everybody enjoy? Yeah, so that is conversation.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, George is saying that's good. Okay. I will, from time to time, I will allow you, okay, to come up with your own opinion. So please raise your hand if you want to say something, okay? Because I didn't know about this feature. Today I have seen there is a feature available on Visa IQ that if you raise your hand, click the button, then I can see someone want to talk something. So I will allow them then. So there will be good conversation. We can share the information, and you can bring, she's from Nigeria. So she can bring a lot of information. That is the advantage of diversity here, you know. So that is the advantage. Okay, let's go to the next one, next slide. See the political risk. Now we are going to study the political risk before a businessman, an entrepreneur has to see the political risk before he thinks to invest there or start up with a business. What are the political risks could be there? Risk of change in political environment, a government policy that would adversely affect a company's ability to operate effectively and profitably. If the political system is not good, it is chaos there, disorder, chaos, disrupt situation, then it will be difficult. Like no one would like to nowadays to do a business in Russia. You know, there is a lot of problem. Even in Iraq, there is a lot of problem. And there are a lot of part of the world. So there is a lot of problem. So Muhammad Shehbaz is saying, yes, Syria, that's good. Yeah, George has said Syria. That's right. Syria is really a problem. So no one can think about to invest the money. So even if you having your own business, you have to wind it up. So that's why. So when perceived political risk is high, a country will have a difficult time attracting foreign indirect investment. That is the disadvantage for the country. Like when the country's political system is not stable, it is very difficult for that country to invite investors from abroad, from different countries, right? So, and that is not good for the country's economy as well. It directly affects country's economy. Let's go. Is it clear, right? Let's go to the next one, what it says. See, these are the political risks. War could be one of the political risks because that chaos, that produce chaos under situation, very difficult situation. Social unrest could be there. I mean, might be some protest going on. Okay, might be some protest going on. So like similarly, as you saw, there was a protest in recently. Where there was a protest recently? If anyone could give me some example. Scotland, that's true. That's what I wanted to someone to come up with this answer. And Rahul, you did it, yeah. So you got the prize. Okay, that's yeah. Who said yeah? That's good. So yeah, Rahul has done it. So here is the gift for Rahul. There you go. Right, there you go. That's good. Okay, yeah. Scotland, there was referendum was going on. And anyway, they lost the referendum. Still, it's a part of United Kingdom. So, but that is a politically stable place. Okay, but now see, politically motivated violence can be there, like normal in Pakistan. Nowadays, a lot of violence, a lot of bomb blast, and now it is it's okay. But in the last 2-3 couple of years, the situation was worst. So, in a lot of countries, so the political motivated violence can be there. Transparency. That is very important. You know, a lot of, yeah, Ukraine is also one of the, Ukraine is very bad at the moment. Yeah, I know about it. So that's why because of the Ukraine and Russia, that's why the investors, although the Putin Laden is working hard to get the investors from abroad, but they are still not able because the country's political system is not stable. Gaza is also there. That's good. Gaza is another example. Very good. You're coming up with the good examples. I appreciate that. See, okay, now see, so transparency is very important. Like you should, if the country is a bribery country, I mean, the bribery culture is there, or not a proper legal system, that might be in favor sometime as well. Because once you go through a complex, but I do not advise you to do like that. But sometimes what happens, like to go through a difficult legal system, you go and a lot of businessmen, they give some bribes and the job is done. So in those countries where the bribe culture is there, sometimes it is in their favor as well. Anyway, okay, Pakistan, what is saying? In India, yeah, Pakistan and India, I know this country, especially in Bangladesh, is also at the high rank for the bribery system. Anyway, so these are the social problems, social crime. Now let's see what social condition, population density and wealth distribution. That is very important. Population density, you have to look at if the population is densely populated or not. Densely populated is sometimes favorable for you because you get a lot of customers. You might there might be more chances for your products to be sold out. There might be more customers. Then you can sell it out on the cheaper rate. But if you go to Scandinavian countries, you might be not getting a lot of customers or a lot of people because those countries are less populated area, not thickly populated area. Like in Finland, in Scandinavian countries like Norway, Sweden, Finland, only around 50 lakhs people in the big countries. So these countries are not highly thickly populated. So that could be your disadvantages as well. Like, okay, now, corruptions, you know, bribery culture and stuff, nepotism. What do you think about the nepotism? Who will come up with this word, nepotism? I'm asking what is nepotism. Yeah, it is related to Napoleon. No, it is not related to Napoleon. It's something like in some culture, especially in favoritism. That's good. When politicians or other people, they start putting their relatives for the big post, for the jobs, and they use their references. That is called nepotism, and that is that is against the merits. That create the culture of demerits. So that is against the merits because in that culture, marriage do not flourish, normally happen. Anyway, that's right. Favoritism you're talking about, that is called the nepotism. And the crime, you have to see the crime level. Some of the countries, especially the Scandinavian countries, they have the crime level is very down. While you go to these countries like some of the African countries, even Russia, even India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, the crime level is slightly high. So even in African countries as well. So, but if you go some part of European bloc, so their crime level is slightly down. So that's why. But the Scandinavian countries are the best one in that regard. So, and the tax discrimination also could be there, like the government might be giving some favor for the people, like for those who are working for the government, they might be giving the tax, or they might not be giving any tax, or there might be more tax for the journal people, for the journal organization. So that could be, you have to see their tax distribution and tax discrimination as well, their tax laws as well before you going to operate a business in another country. Clear, right? Let's go to the next one, what it says. Government taxation policy, high taxation can lead to black market growth and cross-border shopping. That's very true. What happened when when the government put a lot of taxes on import and export, then the people start smuggling. You can see a lot of things in China nowadays smuggled, because the import tax in China is very high in some of the computer, in some of the photographs and some other stuff. So the import tax is very high. So what happened, people, that's in cigarettes. Yeah, if you go to England, cigarettes, I have been there, cigarettes are very expensive there. Almost, I don't know, like it could be 500 times, 500% could be more expensive, or 100%, 1000% could be more expensive than India and Pakistan. So what the normally people do when they fly from this country, from Asia, they go to England, they take cigarettes bundles and sell it out there. So with the high tax, what does the high tax rate generate? The smuggling of or the black markets. Clear? High taxation can lead to black market. That's the reason. And especially in China, if you see a lot of 80% cigarettes in China are sold in the black market, because even some of the computers and other stuff, because the import tax is high, and plus the income tax is also there on the top. Is it clear, right? Corporate taxation, yeah, attempts to limit tax liability shifting location on income. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to the next slide. What does it say? Prabha is also there. Hi Prabha, how are you? I saw you after a couple of minutes. In Switzerland, medicine high rate because high tax on medicine. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Prabha. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. So, the seizure of assets. Yeah, when you are going to operate a business in another country, you have to make sure, like the type of government. Some governments are not reliable. Some governments are mature governments, and like in those countries, especially where the law is laws is valid. I mean, the court, the judicial system is working freely. Especially, I would say, unbiasedly, I would say, in Europe and in England, like in America, not that much, not to that extent, but it is in Europe, the courts are very free. So if a government wants to mess with someone, it is very difficult for even government to mess with someone, with some organizations, because the court system, judicial system is free. That's not working under any pressure. But in other countries, like in some African countries, especially African countries, yeah, and even some Asian countries, the government is might be to have some bad intention or doing some bad things in some appropriate manner. Like, see, what is it called? The expropriation. So what does it mean? Like government action to dispose of foreign company or investor. So dispose of, suppose any you are operating a business in any other country, in this country especially, where the law, where the what should I say, the judicial system is not free, it's not very active, or it's not very prominent, then what could happen? The government might dispose of your property, your business, could be like that. So, and it might, government might confiscate your business as well, because so. But in Europe it is very difficult, because their judicial system is very powerful. I have seen, this has been in my experience. So confiscation occurs when compensation, government might do, like they might be giving you, they might be telling you, this is okay, we will operate this business because it is good for the beneficial for the people, and they might be giving you and telling you or forcing you to sell the business out to the government. So that might, you have to be careful when you're going to operate a business or you're going to work as a manager. Excuse me. So then you have to be careful. So there is a risk always for expropriation and confiscation. Is it clear, right? Yeah, you know, like your nationalization the other day, I think I had some lecture about it the other day. Okay, the nationalization, you know what nationalization is? When the government, thank you very much for letting me know, it's getting clear to everyone. So, you know, the nationalization in the 70s, there was a trend in different countries, especially in India and Pakistan. It has been in my, I'm not that much old, but I've gone through it. I've read it, that in 70s, in India, a lot of government used to nationalize a lot of companies. Later on, when they realized nationalization is not good for the democracy or for the country's economic purpose, then they start privatization as well. Nowadays, mostly government believe in privatization. Nationalization is that when the government confiscate or take over the private property, private business, and decide to run it on its own. So that is called nationalization. And privatization is that when the government businesses or government sectors are sold out to the public, to the private, not to public, to private people. So that is called privatizations. Clear? Okay, that's good. So if it is getting clear, see seizure of assets. I told you expropriation. Expropriation means okay, so Datu is saying yes. Okay, Prabha is also saying yes. Now see, the creeping expropriation is it's like a very minute thing. What happened exactly? The government will not be directly involved. I mean, the government will not directly involve to discourage the foreign investor. What it will do some creeping expropriation. Like it will limit on expropriation of profits, dividends, or loyalties, technical assistance fees, and it might impose, suppose you are going to operate a business in another country and the government do not welcome, excuse me, government do not welcome the outsiders. So what they will do, they might put some fees, technical assistance fees, or increase the local content law or quotas for hiring local nationals, or they might have some control over the price. So discriminatory tariff and non-tariff barriers, they might put some discriminatory tariff, or okay, if you are coming from abroad, then these are the fees or the tariff you have to pay. So these are the things you have to be careful. That is called creeping expropriation. It means they are not directly expropriating, but they are putting some sort of hurdles so that you cannot, the foreign investors cannot run the business like very freely there. Clear? Is it clear, right? And in that case, what will happen when a company is already running? So if the government is involved in that things, so what will happen in the result? Later on, the company might hand over the company to the government. So that will be the seizure of assets later on in the long run or in the end of the day. So that's why. Okay, go to the next one now. Yeah, international. Let's talk about the international law. See what does it says. The rulers and principles that nation state consider binding among themselves. Okay, I mean international laws, you know, like when the two countries are bound to follow, to abide by the law, that is called international law. And there are international courts of justice, okay, and these countries by law they are bound to follow that law. So those laws are called the international law. Because like suppose in a culture, within a country or within a town, there is a law where all the people have to follow that law so that the system should be working smoothly. Similarly, in the world there are different countries, so there are a lot of problems arise within the countries, lot of disputes and problems. So how those problems or disputes should be solved? So then what they have international court, so that those disputes can be handled there. Is it clear, right? So World Court of Justice or International Court of Justice, that is one of the international law body and judicial arm of the United Nations. Okay, that's good. Sadatu is saying right. Okay, that's good. Anish is also saying yes. Okay, that's fine. That's nice to know. So okay, let's go to the next one. See this man. Who knows this man? Who is this man? Would anyone would like to say something about this man? You can see a picture on your screen. Who is this man? Napoleon. Yeah. Okay. Tell me where Napoleon was from. Let me see your general knowledge. Although my general knowledge is not very good, but I might share some information. I might get some information from you. He was from Russia. Are you sure? Is everybody sure he was from Russia? Yeah, Napoleon. It's not a Bonaparte. It's a Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte. If someone is saying he was from Italy, but that is saying he doesn't know. Okay. Okay, who he fight with? I think he was from France and he fought with England. So, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, he's French. Yeah, that's good. He was French. That's good. He died because of Russian coal. Yeah, that's true. So, and he defeated England. There was a fight between England and France, and I think he defeated. But I'm not very good in history, so you please do not trust me and go and recheck. Yeah, everything, please. He was a Frenchman. And what is very famous about him? I would like someone to telling me, like someone to be telling me about what the things very famous about him. Yeah, Waterloo, his final fight. That's good. That's good. He died because of Waterloo was his final fight. Okay, that's fine. Okay. You know, like what he did when he went to England to fight and he burned all his ships. They saw that the soldiers could not think about to go back, and the soldiers fought very well and they won. So he is the one who burnt his own ships. Okay, so that was a strategy. Yeah. Prabha is saying very good, Rahul. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now let's go to the so. Thank you, Prabha. Rahul is saying thank you, Prabha. That's good. See, the Napoleon Codes of 1804 drew on the Roman legal system and in the basis of the continental European law. Today, code law is also known as the civil law. Remember, in most of the European countries, the law which is normally followed, that is called civil law, and that is the basically origin or the prototype of Napoleonic Code. That is the Napoleon Code of Law, which was implemented in 1804. Okay, so and that law is called the civil law. Okay, and mostly in European countries that law is implemented. Apart from England, England has like another entity apart from Europe. So no problem. See, and U.S. law is rooted in England, as U.S. was a colony of England. Remember, so and that's why their common law is implemented. Common law is basically made on the basis of common sense, and that was mainly rooted from England. And as US was the colony of England, that's why in US the law was common law. So let's see what else we got about it. See, says some differences, some definition, some generalization about the common law and the civil law of country. Common law country disputes are decided by reliance on the authority of past judicial decisions. Past, these are the basis, like how did they decide, what was decided in that case, on the basis of, the new cases are decided on the basis of the old decision of the old cases. Okay, in the common law country, I'm talking about the common law country. Companies are legally incorporated by state authority. Okay, by state, they are legally incorporated by state authority. There is less freedom. You can say like there is less freedom. Code law is used. A code of law is used in few areas. The U.S. Uniform Commercial Code. Let's go to the civil law authority. Legal system reflect the structure, concepts, and the principle of the Roman Empire. I told you the Roman Empire is the oldest one and oldest empire, one of the oldest empire, and that was one of the biggest empire. And that is the origin actually. That is why mostly in European countries the civil law is practiced. Civil law is practiced, okay, and it is slightly complex than the common law. Companies are formed by contract between two or more parties. Companies are formed by contract between two or more parties who are fully liable for the actions of the company. So that's why I told you it's more free. There are more freedom. It is not formed by the state of the government or by the state authority. Is it clear? The parties, the agreement, who people are agreeing, or the party of the agreements, they are the main. They are the men who are going to sign the bond or the agreement to form the companies. Is it clear? Any problem? Should we be moving forward? Okay, that's fine. Prabha, would you like to say something, some introduction would you like to give on the mic? I want you to come on the mic and say something about some laws and stuff, anything you want to say. Okay, Prabha is saying please next time. It looks like you are shy. Okay, no problem. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go, because there should be the class. I want the class to be lively. Everyone should be enjoying as well. Okay, see, there is another section which is Islamic law in some of the country. Especially the Muslims country, there are some Islamic laws are practiced. Islamic laws are practiced, like suppose that, and that is called Sharia. That is Sharia is the basically complete code of Islamic code of law. That is called Sharia, which is based on the teaching of the Holy Quran and which is based on the practice of the Holy Prophet as well. So see, that it says, and there are concepts for the halal and haram. These are so if you are going to operate a business in such a culture, in such a country where the Islam partially or completely, I don't think so there is any country where the completely Islamic law is implemented, but more or less it is implemented in some of the countries. So you have to be careful, like what does it say about the business ethics and how does it allow you to do to practice your own business there. So about the haram and the halal and stuff, and about the interest, what are the concepts and stuff like that. So if you look at the banking system, the Irani banking system, if you have a chance and go study about it, you will be surprised. The Iranic banking system is entirely different. So as I went through it, I studied, so it is really entirely different. But so there is a completely different. So that's why if you are going to operate business like a banking business in Iran, then you have to know about it, how they are doing the banking business, because that is the banking system without the concept of interest. So I want you to study about it so that you can come to know the banking system can be done that way as well. Now let's go to the next. Just I shared this for your information. That's it. See, sidestepping legal issues. What is saying is, legal issues, other legal issues. Yeah, you can get some legal. There are a lot of legal helps. There are a lot of organizations who really help you out for your legal issues. You can hire your own legal experts, or you can get registered, or you can get some help from some other legal bodies. Excuse me. Yeah. So establish jurisdiction. You can establish their jurisdiction with the expert, with the help of your legal experts. Protect intellectual property. Suppose if you have some your slogans, your trademarks, okay, and your monogram. So these are your intellectual properties. They can be protected. So you have to have advice from the legal experts. So, and how you can avoid the bribery culture. If that country is having a lot of bribery culture, then you can have some legal aspect or some legal help from the experts, how you can avoid some bribery cultures, okay, and how you can be benefited out of it as well. Okay, now see, go to the next one. We have already discussed these things about all jurisdictions. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, intellectual property. Who would say what is intellectual property? I think we had slightly discussion about our intellectual property in our past class. I want someone to come on I would like someone to come and discuss about it, please, so that everyone can hear. Is anyone wants to come to say something about the Prabha, like trademark? Yeah, patent, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, what is patent? Who will tell me what is trademark? Just tell me, please, what is trademark? Clear, right? Someone is typing a message. Let me see. Symbol. Yeah, that's good. Your trademark is your symbol. Very good. That's, if you look, it's not written, and if you look at the trade symbol, then you know which company it is. Like if you look at the shoes, there is a arrow sign, not an arrow, I think it's what is called, that is yeah, like Nike. Yeah, okay, that is your trademark. Reebok. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Reebok. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, see what it's saying. They are the intellectual property. It says patent gives an inventor exclusive right to make, use, and sell an invention for a specified period of time. Trademark, distinctive mark, motto, device, or emblem used to distinguish from competing products. So they have, yeah, Apple also, that's good. Yeah, Apple has its own trademark. You have seen on the Apple iPhone and other Apple products. Copyrights, yeah, you cannot copy if you have the, suppose if your patents, if your copyrights are protected in that country, then no one would be able to imitate it or make a copy of it or maybe pirate it. Okay, so make sure that when you are operating your business in another country, your intellectual properties are completely registered and they are safe and they are protected. And so there are legal authorities, legal bodies who get your what should I say? Who get your intellectual property protected. Clear, right? See, infringement of the intellectual property could be counterfeiting, unauthorized copying, and production of a product, that is called counterfeiting. So you might be facing someone has sent me. Yeah, okay, that's good. So you might be facing, like, suppose there in some countries, especially it happens in China and a lot of other countries, Asian countries and African countries as well. They are very good in copying their stuff. So that's called counterfeiting. So there's unauthorized copying and production of a product. Yes, Microsoft has got a window sign. That's true. That's true. Yeah, in every computer where the window is, you can see that sign. Okay, now an associative counterfeit like imitation. Product name differs slightly from well-known brand. That could be the reason. Yeah, sometimes what happened, like suppose some people they slightly change, or some company they slightly change the name so that they cannot be sued, but people would be thinking, oh, this product belongs to that company. So that is called imitation or associative counterfeit. Clear? You know all about the piracy thing, like unauthorized publication or reproduction of the copyright work. Those work which are copyrighted cannot be pirated or cannot be copied, so it is illegal. So make sure your intellectual properties are highly protected. But in India and Pakistan, a lot of people cannot afford even like Windows and the new softwares. So piracy is very common there, isn't it? What do you think? Especially, yes, of course, I know, because it's very, very common with movies. That's true, and I know. You can just watch the new movies for no cost. It is just as soon as it comes, it is published. Yeah, then it is straight come on the internet, and you can watch all the movies. So that is also a kind of piracy. Now, see, let's go. Although it is very good for, it is very bad for the business. It is not encouraging, but it is on internet piracy. To stop the piracy on internet is very hard. It's very difficult. Let's go what we got in the next one. We have done it about, you see, yeah. Yeah, this is, we see some of the countries. In the United States, registration is with the Federal Patent Office. In the United States, just telling about some of the countries' offices where you can have your patent, you can have your intellectual property registered or officially recognized. In the United States, there is an office called Federal Patent Office. In Europe, applicants use the European Patent Office in Europe, or register country by country. It can be registered by country. Soon the Community Patent Convention will be over 25 countries. So the different countries have different offices to get your patent, your trademark registered. So these are also Madrid Protocol, also trademark owners to seek protection as many 74 countries with a single application and fee. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, they say there is it's a Paris Convention, it's International Convention for the Protection of the Industrial Property. So there is a Paris Convention. I mean, it is an agreement which is conducted in Paris. So honored by 100 countries. I mean, the 100 countries are the member there. Facilitate multi-country patent registration. I mean, all your if you're running your business in any part of the world, still you can have your patent registered in Paris. In Paris, that is through Paris Convention. So facilitate multi-country patent registration and show that once a company flies, it has a right or priority in other countries for 1 year from that date. Patent Cooperation Treaty. That treaty name is the Patent Cooperation Treaty, European Patent Convention. Clear, right? Okay, next, go to the next one. The US company receiving the most patents, yeah, IBM. So it's not very important. This figure is not just IBM, Hitachi. See, yeah, antitrust. What it's saying is laws are designed to combat restrict business practices and to encourage competitions. So there is that is the ones enforced by FTC in the United States, Fair Trade Commission in Japan, European Commission in the European Union. So the Scheme Act of 1890 prohibits certain restrictive business practice, including fixing prices. What it includes: fixing prices, limiting productions, allocating markets, or any other scheme design or limit or avoid competition. Laws allows no law can forbid someone or can stop someone not to participate in the competition. That thing is antitrust is for that reason. You cannot allow anyone, you cannot stop anyone not to compete, or not to design, or not to practice such getting involved in fixing the prices and stuff. So that is all about this one. Let's go to the, I'm slightly trying to be quick because I got a couple of more, I think, and we are running short of time. So that's why I'm slightly quicker. The licensing. Now let's discuss about the licensing. Is very important, because suppose if you are coming here in UAE to operate a business, all of you must be licensed, otherwise you cannot operate, or even you cannot open up any business sector, either it is small or big. So you have to do licensing first. So licensing, the first stage is the licensing. So it's a contractual agreement in which a licensor allows a licensee. Suppose you are going to operate a business, so you are the licensee, and the government or the authority who will allow you to operate the business, that they will be called the licensor. To use patents, trademarks, trade secrets, technology, and other intangible assets in return for royalty payments or other forms of compensation. Excuse me. So important consideration: what assets may be licensed. When you are going to license, so you have to consider some most important things. So those are: what assets may be licensed, how to price assets, the right granted, what are the rights granted in that license, everything is discussed. So what the business you can do, what business you cannot do, exactly what business you are in. So that is called the licensing. Suppose you come here and you start up with the service sector. Suppose you want to do some human resource management stuff, like you want to work as a manpower supplier. So then you have to get the license for a manpower supplier. Then exactly they will be asking you what type of what sector you will be working for, like for the labor sector or for the skill sector, what sector. So everything will be mentioned there in the license, the detail. Trade secrets are the confidential information or knowledge that has commercial value and is not in the public domain, for which steps have been taken to keep it secret. So some business may have their own trade secrets, so that may not be disclosed, but the government or the licensor might know about it, what type of the way they are going to do the business, or what is the secrets of the business. To prevent disclosure, use confidentially contracts. The Uniform Trade Secret Act has been adopted by the most US states. Yes, okay, let's go to the next one. Is it clear, right? Yeah, that's good. Rahul is saying, yeah, that's very good example Rahul is given. The special recipient of KFC. Yeah, I don't know even Pepsi, Pepsi and the Coke, what they are doing with their stuffs, how they are making it. Some of we don't know, so that's true. A special recipient of KFC. A very nice example Rahul has come up with. See, that's good. Your participation makes the things more vivid and more clear. That's nice. You're welcome, Rahul. Okay, let's go to the next one. What it says. Bribery. Yeah, if you're going to operate a business in any other country, in any political culture. So you have to see what are the laws about the bribes, and like you have to see if the bribery culture is very open or it is very restrict. What happened in one of the country, a person who tried. I'm just sharing information with you. a person who traveled from a country and went to another country, and he thought that person was from a country where the bribery culture was very open. So he tried to bribe some money to the policeman because he was driving on the wrong side. So straight away that policeman just put the handcuffs. He was just handcuffed and took the money. They got the photostat of that money, and was sent straight to the jail. So what happened? See, I have not mentioned the country where he was from and the country where he went to. So make sure when you're going to run your business. So make sure when you are going to run your business in such a country where the bribery culture is very high or low, or how it is dealt with. So make sure you have enough information about it. See, the Foreign Code Practice Act requires publicly held companies to institute internal accounting control that would record all and transaction. Yeah, bribery is one of the corruption, but the corruption may be different kind of corruption may be there. So there may be a tax stealing corruptions may be there, because sometimes people might become, the tax people may come to you and will tell you not to disclose all the incomes. We will make your tax return and we will show your less tax return. Just give us your money, give us some money. Okay. Shiful Islam is saying thank you very much to all of you. Let me finish with it. Is it clear, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. I think I have got something in the end. See, these are the regulatory environment agencies, international regulatory environment agencies like European Union and World Trade Organizations. Okay, that's fine. I think we have almost done about it. We have almost finished now. So anything, we are left with 3 to 4 minutes. So I just leave this 3 to 4 minutes. If anyone would like to say, come up on the mic, please come on the mic. And if you want to share any information or any legal system, any political system aspects of your own country, of your own place where you belong to, and that will be shared with the other participant, and that will be very nice. So anyone would like to say anything about it, please. We have got left 2 to 3 minutes. Yes, Anish is saying, Anish, what does it mean? I don't know. Like, if you are willing to come, should I allow you, or I don't know. What do you mean? Prabha is saying, Anish, come on. You want to come on? Yeah, say something about your place, your political culture, your legal practice there. Okay, I don't think so. Anish is shy to come. Anyone else? If that's fine, no problem. Okay, I know no one is responding. Prabha is saying no one is responding. That's fine, no problem. So anyway, how did you find that was good? The discussion was good today? Okay, no problem. So come up with your own ideas and feedbacks and stuff and everything. Excellent, that's good. Sadatu is saying excellent. Thank you very much, Sadatu. As long as it is knowledgeable and giving some information and some building your concepts up, that's really good then. That's Anish is so saying super, sir. Oh, that's good. Thank you very much, Anish. So anyway, all the best with you, and you have a very informative session. Thank you very much. Rahul is saying very informative sessions. That's good, Rahul. You've been always appreciating, and I like all of you to give your feedbacks, and that's good. Yeah, the special recipient of the KFC one was very good. That's good. Okay. Now, so you have a very nice rest of the evening. Okay, and see you in the next class, inshallah, and that's fine. So I would say goodbye to all of you. Thank you very much for being with me. Yeah, thank you, Sadatu. Bye, Anish. Bye bye. Okay, and yes, I can see Shuhan. Yeah, Shuhan. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you and bye bye. You have a very good evening.